Morning America. I'm Bianca Golodriga.
And I'm Dan Harris. This is Sunday, September 19th.
From ABC News, this is Good Morning America, live from Times Square in New York.
Check it out. You're looking at what's called the Forbidden Island. It's a privately owned Hawaiian island, which is called Ni Hao. Actually, Bianca has a special pronunciation. You want to say it?
Ni hao.
Bianca Golodriga, ladies and gentlemen. The family that owns this island rarely lets anybody visit, but they did allow our cameras in. We were the first American news crew ever to visit. We're going to take you there in our weekend window coming up this morning. I asked for that assignment and was rejected, possibly because I don't pronounce the name of the island correctly.
You would have been given that assignment if you just said ni hao. Anyway, hello, I'm Bianca Golodriga. It's Sunday, September 18th.
And I'm Dan Harris.
Also ahead, if you've got travel plans, maybe to Ni Hao for this holiday season, we have some tips on what you can do to make sure you get the best deals.
And coming up here on Good Morning America, holiday airfares taking off. If you want to buy your tickets, you might end up paying twice as much as you did last year. We're going to give you a sense on how to get the best deals coming up.
And a visit to the Forbidden Island. It's a Hawaiian island very few people get to see, but we're going to show you this afternoon. And coming up on Good Morning America, the beauty and serenity of a little-known Hawaiian island.
There's an island in Hawaii known as the Forbidden Island. It has been privately owned by the same family since 1864, and very few people ever get to visit there. In fact, we were the first U.S. network crew ever to be allowed to shoot there. This morning, our weekend window opens to Ni Hao, Hawaii, Bianca.
Ni Hao.
When you come out to Ni Hao, what you are immediately going to notice is the peace and quiet. The fact that you're going to a beach that doesn't have people on it, it doesn't have a lot of foot tracks on it. It's an open, empty beach.
Ni Hao sits about 20 miles offshore here, Waimea, Kauai, and in the mornings, the sun reflects off the mountains there, and it's almost like you could reach out and touch the place. Kind of a silent sentinel. People call it the Forbidden Island. To locals, we never really call it the Forbidden Island. It was just somebody else's property that you don't go onto.
It is a privately owned island, and so nobody is allowed to come on here. Even the shoreline and the breakers are owned by the family. But it is worthwhile for somebody to see it because it takes you back in time in Hawaii into something that you won't see anywhere else. You will be in the presence of an ecosystem that you won't find anywhere else. It's an unspoiled ecosystem. You will see many times monk seals just lying there on the beach.
There's a huge number of seals. It's probably the seals at Ni Hao that have recolonized the rest of the main Hawaiian Islands. It's nice to know that they have that place of refuge.
A person doesn't own land as such. It's on loan from God, and you have to maintain it as best you can. This island is a legacy that needs to be preserved and passed on to the next generation.
Good Morning America is brought to you by Dan and Activia. Helps naturally regulate your digestive system.
Well, before we go to Ni Hao, we want to mention that tickets are now on sale for the Stand Up for Heroes benefit presented by our own Bob Woodruff's Foundation and the New York Comedy Festival.
We will both be there. We got our tickets yesterday. Jon Stewart is emceeing this year. Jerry Seinfeld, Bruce Springsteen, Tony Bennett will all be there. Thank you for joining all of us this morning. We hope you'll stay with ABC News throughout the day.
Have a great week.
Go Yankees.